They love you in France, right? And the Parisians tell the other Parisians to go see you.
Are you asking or you know this?
Yeah, I think I thought I heard this.
The ones that know, yes, they're really supportive. They've got on television and said you should go and see this guy. And, so the ones who know, they absolutely thumbs up. I think so. I'd say the French people who know what I'm doing, they are very supportive. The French people who don't know me from Adam. But that's like in America, that would be mainstream America. In Britain, it's also, there's a big chunk of mainstream Britain doesn't know me, but I have quite a chunk of Americans who will, oh yeah, I know the guy, and British, but there's still a large part of France. I'm still on the cult level. I've got to get into, there's a level between alternative hit. I've got to get to the alternative hit, and I'm still on a cult status. 5,000 tickets. My executive assistant, she lives there, and she says she can sense that my profile has spiked up because I did a ton of press coming in, and I have to go on things like this, but do it tout en français. Et je peux parler en français. Je peux faire une interview. C'est très facile maintenant pour moi de faire une interview comme ça. I can do this all in French. In fact, I did a round table thing for an hour and a half with other guests who were talking about this, and they had prepared pieces and stuff, and two well-known actors in there, and a moderator who's linking to it, and I could stay with it in French, and that is really kind of high level. But you have to get that good. No one actually gives you points for doing it in the other language.
Okay.
That's the interesting. You don't get brownie points. You get brownie points, pat on the back brownie points, but you don't get, I'm going to come and see you brownie points. Let's go see the guy who's not really that good at our own language. You've got to get above a certain level to say, that guy is funny in this language. And then there's also the ability in because I learn the show line by line like a script form, but I keep developing my spoken ability. But my level of learnt script is higher than it has no faults in it, whereas my spoken spoken chit-chat interview stuff will have faults in it. So they will judge me, anyone listening would think, okay, he's quite good at French. But in the actual show, I'm very good at French because I'm going from a script, and I can improvise for a bit when I'll go slightly down a bit and go a bit off and make a few more mistakes, and I come back on, and it's perfectly line by line. I've decided to move to this. Before, my initial French shows were all a bit scrappy and a bit and that line doesn't really work, and what is he trying to say there? And
just more attuned to your original comedy was figuring things out, making the observations, more on the cuff.
In a way, but it was not in tune to the level of English that I was using. My level of English was always high. Obviously, I'm not making any grammatical mistakes. If I do, I say that is a deliberate one. So I can say United Kingdom-y people. No one says United, it doesn't exist as a saying, but I can say it, and I say, I'm saying that, and I will just push that through. And I know that United Kingdom-y people is going to work rather than United Kingdomic people will not work. Whereas in French, I probably couldn't work out the best sounding thing to say.
Right. And German as well, and now Spanish. Yeah. I remember I saw you do an interview where you said the joke in German, I think it was the only thing Caesar got was the salad, and you worked on that verb, and so it looks like you've got it down to where it's great comedy in German. The beat is there.
It's exactly the same as French or anything else. The interesting thing was I thought German was going to be difficult because they have their verbs, they put them at the end of the sentence, which is totally alien to English speakers unless you do poetry or unless you think of a poem. And you say, on the burning deck of the bridge, I did stand. That is a Germanic thing, where I did stand. Okay. And we actually, in poetry, we're used to that, aren't we? And we can deal with that. But that's all the Germans do, is they go, I did stand, they put it right at the end. So to repeat the thing that you mentioned, just because I do find it fascinating, Caesar, did he ever think he'd end up as a salad, is the line. And Caesar hatte je gedacht, did he ever think, dass einmal, that he one time, als Salat enden würde, as salad would have, and they laugh at the same point. And I thought you'd have to take everything into the present. I actually asked German comedians, what do you do? And saying, I don't know, I don't analyze it. And they don't actually change anything. The verb comes so close behind the noun that it doesn't seem to matter.
And because you're a seasoned comedian, when you do it on stage, you know when it works. And you can
well,
play with it.
If they laugh, then it's working, and if they don't laugh, It's just that.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media login and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.